This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
And that we truly are.
We are. We love our club.
And yes, we are.
Yes.
Yeah. You can hear Joe laughing there. I think it's just, he didn't realise, but the intro was so loud in this room. But this is Scott and Joe. We're in the studio, as always, on a Wednesday on iTunes and Spotify. Give us a 5-star review. We're also on a Monday. It's usually just me. But we also have a Patreon, so click that link if you want loads more audio clips. And that'll be going right through the summer when we are Positively England and then back into the Positively transfer window. Positively Gunners next year with our Arteta at the helm.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that today. It's been an interesting one because on Monday I gave you my honest and reaction and positives and negatives and things like that from the City game and what that meant. And I purposely didn't do it Sunday night. I did it Monday because I wanted to kind of let it sit. Because we're a bit emotional, you know.
Yeah.
It's easy to... And I've actually heard from 3 or 4 people that listened to the podcast when I said the word I used on Monday was numb.
Yeah.
Which I got from you.
That's very good, yeah.
And they've all said, yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
It's not angry because it wasn't a bad performance. It wasn't sad. It wasn't felt hard done by. It was just straight up numb to like, we're really in it now. Like, and here's the thing. This is something we have to remember. It was never going to be easy.
No.
You know, and
If it's easy, it's not worth it.
And and we are, as it stands, we are the same amount of games in hand and points ahead than we were in March, start of March.
Yeah.
So nothing's really changed. We're just closer to the end of the season. So for whatever reason, 4 weeks ago, we were more confident.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're kind of exactly where we were 4 weeks ago.
it was probably, you know what it is?
But there's less games to play, so we should be more confident.
I think it was the performances. I think that's what worried us all the most. It was a mixture of the performances, what they've been doing up until the City game. Didn't look great. It was worrying. The results it's not as important, but the eye test on the field was just terrifying.
And the effort level was a bit rough. Like,
Yeah.
So we think, obviously, I'm just going to go back a little bit. We're in a little bit of a run here where we beat Chelsea 2-1. I believe that was in the league, the Premier League. And then Brighton, we won away at home 1-0. Then went to Mansfield 1-2-1. Leverkusen 1-1 away from home. And then Dalman scores that late goal. And it was 2-0 against Everton.
Yeah.
And we kind of cut that off almost. If the season ended there, we were so happy with what we had done.
We're flying.
And the reason we were happy was we were 6 points clear in the league. And we were in the last 16 of the Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in a Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
All that's changed since that cut-off that I've just said, Arsenal-Everton, is we're now in a semi-final that isn't against Barcelona in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Not the round of 16. Semi-final.
Yep.
We lost the Carabao Cup. And we're 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League.
Yeah.
So, ironically, in the last 5 weeks, we are better off than we were.
Yeah.
Minus the Carabao Cup. But I guess I'll say this. Mansfield was in there. We also went out in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
But it's just ironic that we're so much closer to the end in the same position. We feel less confident we did then. And you're right. It's because of this next run of fixtures that I'm about to get to that came after that Everton game. As it just completely disappeared on me. There it is. We come back. We win 2-0 against Leverkusen to get through to the quarters. Then here comes the crumble.
Yeah.
The apple crumble, as they say. Arsenal Carabao Cup final, 2-0 loss. We go away. We come back, 2-1 loss to Southampton in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. A 1-0 win away from home in the Champions League in the quarterfinals against Sporting. 2-1 home loss in the Premier League to Bournemouth. 0-0 in the Champions League, but we went through to the semis.
Yeah.
Then 2-1 loss to Man City. And when you look forward, next week we're playing 3 times in 7 days. Home, Spain, home. And then, saying that, in 10 days we're playing 4 times.
Yeah. Home, Spain, home.
Yeah. You couldn't ask for more kind of... and I talked about this on Monday. You almost got to just forget about Atletico for a second and go, all right, the next 2 Premier League games, because guess what? Those 2 happen. Man City play Burnley tonight.
Yeah.
After Man City play Burnley, we play twice.
Yeah.
So they might...
And that's the game in hand, right?
Yeah, they'll go. So tonight, I keep saying we're 6 points clear. We're absolutely not 6 points clear because they won that game the other day. They're 3 points. But they'll be level tonight
Yeah.
once they beat Burnley.
Yeah.
So scratch everything I just said. I don't know why I was saying 6 points clear. We're absolutely not. I just made a whole point based on us being same as we were 5 weeks ago. We're absolutely not. We're 3 points clear with a game in hand. They'll go level tonight.
Yeah.
But then this is what I've got mixed up on. We play 2 more times before they play again in the league after tonight.
Okay.
Because they don't play at the weekend because of the semi-final. And then they play on the Monday night the week after.
Okay.
So we play 2 more Premier League games before they play again.
Okay. So we have the opportunity to get out in front again.
We can go 6 points clear again, but they would have 2 games in hand. But just there's a mental edge, and I don't think you can ask for more than 2 home games against 2 teams that
Sitting quite low down the table.
very bad form. They're maybe 2 teams that should be a lot better than what they are.
Yeah.
And when you look at the squad, should be doing a lot better. But when you actually look at them, not in good form, Newcastle particularly.
Yeah.
But we don't have to leave our ground.
No.
2 Premier League games. If we can just forget about Man City until the end of the season now, just win our games and win them handsomely, I think we win the league.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they will drop points.
Yeah. They have more...
I also think we will, but if we just concentrate on our 5 games and go, just win those 5 games, I think you win the league.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it done.
And that's so important. Before we get your full thoughts, I just want to add that I mentioned on Monday that if they beat Burnley tonight 1-0, there'll be level points, level goal difference, level games played, and level goals for. No, we'll be 1 ahead on goals for. So that means if it ended today, after they beat Burnley 1-0, let's say, we'd win the league by 1 goal more scored, not in goal difference. Because that's the order it goes. It's points, goals difference, goals for, then head-to-head, which we've lost. So we cannot allow this to go on head-to-head. So essentially, it's a shootout. It's who can score more and win more now.
That's mad.
And it's just, if you could... So it's so important now that if we're winning 2-0, maybe we do need to go 1 more.
Yeah.
Go for that 3rd. Go for that 4.
It's open season. Get it done.
But it is also just important to win the games. It's very hard. It's going to be a hard balance to get.
Yeah.
Also, I said we were playing 2 more times in the league before they play again. To give you an idea, they are playing tonight. They're playing at the weekend in the FA Cup. We're playing Atletico, then another Premier League game before they even play again.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that shows you the fixture build-up now for us is a little bit more awkward than it is for them. They can go full ham on this. They've got Southampton in the semis, which I know they knocked us out, but in the neutral ground of Wembley, City have nothing else to play for other than the league. They can really go for that.
Yeah.
They've got 7 days off then.
Whereas we got the pressure.
Whereas we got the Champions League sitting right there, which is the biggest award really in world football.
Yeah.
So going back to the City game, how did you feel directly after? How did you feel like kind of next day? And how do you feel now?
Ooh. Yeah, numb is the word. I'd say it kind of opened up a can of worms of anger. It was more... It was based on the performance. So going into the game, we knew it was a big game. It got built up like it was the biggest game of all time. The pressure from outside forces was building up. Like, I'm talking about City fans, Arsenal fans putting pressure on us as well. But just neutrals just throwing shade on us left, right and centre. Like, the only thing I can take from that part of it is the pressure they put on us, everyone that is, every single one of you out there, you know who you are, kind of made me feel like we're the most important team in the world right now because they're not putting that pressure on City.
I'll add one more as well to that. Just hold your thought. They're not putting that pressure on Chelsea, who are 6 losses in a row in the league without scoring.
Yeah.
Tottenham, who are in a relegation battle, who, may I add, have spent more money than Arsenal since January 2020.
Yeah, and the focus is on us.
And also, Tottenham have Chelsea have nearly spent 3 times the amount.
Yeah.
They could be 12th at the end of this weekend if results go against them.
Yeah.
Where's the pressure on these guys?
Yeah, we're getting it all.
At Man United, we're all talking about how they've had a great season. They're going to come 3rd.
Yeah.
The team that have spent that much money, that big a club, they should be winning the league. When I look at this league at the end of it, if City go on to win that, did Arsenal bottle the league? Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
Also think Man United did. I think Chelsea did. I think Tottenham might bottle being in the league.
Yeah, that's big.
That's what I think a bottle is. I think Villa being in such a great title race in January are now fighting to even get into Champions League. That's a bottle.
Yeah.
So it's not Arsenal. I know that it's more just meme culture and modern world or whatever, but I'm so surprised that the overachieving team of the pack with the young manager and top young English players like Eze and Lewis Skelly, Waneri on loan, obviously, Saka, Ben White. There's so many, Madueke. That's the team that's the villain of the piece.
Yeah, apparently.
And the hero of the piece is the sports washing, state-owned, 115 charges on them oil team.
Yes.
That don't have a fan base.
That's what threw me.
We actually, because we have a group chat with, they're big into the meme culture, and it was actually a Tottenham fan that said, I don't understand the concept that other fans want the team that are a sports washing entity
Yeah.
to be the team that wins the league.
Who are also dominating the league we're all in.
Yeah.
Every season.
And I've said it before, I think that the only reason that happens is it's not real.
Yeah.
So, like, if Tottenham and Man City were in a title race, I'd want Man City to win, obviously.
Yeah.
And I expect Tottenham to want Man City to win.
Yeah.
No one else should.
No.
Maybe Chelsea at a push. Man United, that's their rivals.
Yeah.
Liverpool, that's been their rivals.
Yeah.
You don't want these guys to win it. I know, and I think sometimes it's like, well, I know 15 Arsenal fans. I don't know any City fans.
No.
So I can deal with City winning it,
Yeah.
because one, we can say they've cheated anyway.
Yeah.
Two, they don't have real fans.
No.
So I get why we can kind of compartmentalize City winning is almost like, yeah, it's not a real winner though.
Yeah.
So you can kind of deal with it. Whereas when like Liverpool win it, it hurts more maybe because you're like, that's a real club and they're back on top.
Yeah.
Whereas when City wins, it's like, but it's not real, is it?
No.
I don't know if it's that.
Yeah.
It's also a mixture of meme culture of Arsenal being that team. But it is really odd to, and even Neville in the commentary, God,
Yeah.
it was hard. I've never heard someone so want a team to win in Man City and talk about how well they're doing and almost like make noises because Arsenal nearly scored.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there going, this is your rival. This
Yeah.
is the Manchester rival.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of the ex-pundits or the ex-players that are now pundits all kind of waxing lyrical about Man City. And you're thinking, this is a team that could start next season with a 30-point deduction for cheating for 11 years.
They've essentially corrupted the whole league for years now.
Yeah, and they might just be slapped with a small punishment like 30 points.
Yeah.
Leicester got one recently. They're now in League One. Like, it's crazy. And everyone's going to, it just seems like an odd dichotomy that we're talking about this title race. This could be one of the best. Haaland's doing the chin-up thing to his crowd and, like, we got him.
Yeah.
And it's like, but in 3 months, we could all be sitting there going, yeah, it's proven they're guilty, that they've cheated for 11 years. It's like, all these pundits that are talking how great they are going to go, I've been duped. It's like, well, we knew you were being duped.
Oh,
We all knew about these charges.
Are they doing innocent until proven guilty at this point, though?
Yeah, they are. They are. But it's just, would you not kind of cover your back a little bit and be like, do you know, I'd rather be on the right side of history, that when that impending doom does come down on them, yeah, they can't sit there and go, but they've got charges.
Is this, because I swear.
Because that's illegal.
Yeah.
But, but you don't want to be, could you not be the one that's going, I really come, like, I think that's a bit wrong. Or, Arsenal are overachieving, not they're bottling it. Like, why couldn't that be not the narrative?
Yeah.
But hey.
I mean, but I swear in most sports, and I'm thinking probably more on the American side of things, commentators love a good, not underdog story, because we're definitely not underdogs. We're underdogs in the situation we're in with City.
Yeah.
We're definitely the underdogs in that situation. But they love a good, like if this was American commentary, they'd be bigging up this young Arsenal team that's turned everything around in like recent years, built its way up to a point where we're now competing toe for toe for 3 or 4 seasons now, back to back, against it's essentially Rocky versus Ivan Drago.
But if the story was that Drago was the underdog, that's how they play it.
Yeah, they play it like City are the underdog.
It's like, rewriting Rocky and Rocky's the heel.
Yeah.
That's how they play it.
Which is bizarre. And that was the anger that came out of me after the game. That was like, I even said it, I went a bit small-mouthed in the kitchen with Lisa about it. Because I think I stayed very quiet. Like, I was watching the game.
I knew you were small-mouthed because your first message to me said, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something like, I guess the cheaters win again. Or something like that. And I thought, okay, he's at it.
Yeah. I had that feeling.
He's still in a moment there.
Yeah. And I'm still kind of in that.
And I don't disagree with the sentiment, but I was...
Like, that's the bit that's annoying me now, because we've watched that Arsenal team who built it from basically, we were a mess. We've built ourselves to this point now where we get to stand toe to toe with the evil empire, essentially.
That's what you said.
And every season we have to sit there and watch them stop us.
And then lift the trophy while everyone says Arsenal are rotten.
Yeah, and it's also that. It's the outside noise of everyone kind of attacking us when we've done nothing.
Yeah.
We've done nothing other than build a young, good squad that can stand toe-to-toe with that. Like, with what they're doing.
20% of the wages of City.
Yeah. So
And by the way, like when people hear that, there'll be a Bournemouth fan somewhere going, and we got 20% wages of you. Yeah, but if you were in a title race for Man City or with us, I'd be going credit to you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be going, like when we beat Bournemouth for the title.
Yeah.
I wouldn't turn around and go, bottled it.
Yeah.
I'd go fair play.
Yeah, did well.
And I know we're not Bournemouth, and I know I had an argument with Elton Prince about this, that I said we're closer to Leicester than we are Chelsea winning the league. We're more of a that, and he didn't like that, and that didn't go down well. And I think I misspoke with that because we're not that big at underdogs, but we're bigger underdogs than what people anticipate. Like when you look at the order in which when you look at finances, history, how much they're actually paying the players, how much they paid for the squad. When you just look at all of that, how much they're paying the manager, the experience of the manager, everything.
Yeah.
The order in which people should win the league is Manchester City.
Yeah.
Is then Liverpool at the minute, Man United, Chelsea, probably Newcastle, then Arsenal. And dare I say Tottenham are in there. You know, if the best case scenario is we're fifth in that pack.
Yeah.
Tottenham might be below us. Newcastle are probably below us because they're not cheating. So they're not doing because Newcastle must be sitting there watching that game going, should we just cheat and take the points deduction in 10 years' time?
Yeah. Just get all the trophies.
Yeah, should we just finagle the books for another 10 years, win all the trophies, and then in 10 years we'll just deal with the court case like that?
Turn yourself into a team that went from a team that no one really knew about. No one really knew. Man City was an afterthought to Man United.
They were in and out of the league, Premier League.
It was the other Manchester team. And then they did what they did with their books, allegedly. And now everyone in the world knows them, and every kid who was born in the last
15 years
is a Man City fan.
Yeah.
But even that's making me sad because they're buying into this as kids.
Yeah, I know.
Like we all grew up as kids loving football. We bought into teams. We picked our teams. We picked them based off of like our family and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They're picking their team off of they were the team.
Yeah.
But not really. Like, there's a big asterisk next to them.
There is, unfortunately, and the thing is, you can't look further because it's happening all around where we're seeing people get actually penalised. Like Chelsea have just been penalised. Leicester recently been penalised. Now in League One. Sheffield Wednesday just got penalised in League One.
Yeah.
This is, when you look at Leicester, they were winning 9 years ago. They were winning the Premier League and the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Not in the same year, but that's what they were up to. They're in League One now.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
It is such a fall from grace, but again, a part of that has been obviously that they were maybe they were doing a lot better than what they expected, and it just came crashing down. Poor management. It could be a lot of things. But what didn't help was this year they got a deduction.
Yeah.
Everton and Forest dealt with deductions last year that nearly sunk them.
Yeah.
And the difference being is if they couldn't have fought out of that, Everton might be looking to League One right now in the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah.
That's how finite these things are. And those clubs must be looking around going, so wait a second, we had one charge and there's 150, and I don't want this to become like because we lost to them. This has been my sentiment all year. You can look back 6 months before we even thought they were going to be in a title race this year. I was talking about this because it's a reminder of... it makes you not enjoy football because you go, I need this thing soy. Because again, they might... in the summer, it might come out. The verdict is in. They're innocent, and I'll take all this back.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that they are.
But it's hard to have 115 charges,
and you're
innocent. That isn't happening.
Well, the bare minimum. Here's the thing: the bare minimum is they think they had 65. The rest of them are them not turning up to court dates. That's what happened to Leicester. So whether
that's a punishment alone,
yeah. So whether they are innocent or not, they could be innocent for the 60 charges, but they're not innocent for not turning up. They didn't turn up. That's a fact. So they're going to get punished for that anyway.
Yeah.
So the bare minimum is they'll be punished for those charges.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So you sit here and that's what I was saying is it feels so dishonest to build this title race of, oh my God, this is going to come down to the wire. What an unbelievable watch. Make sure you pay for your Sky subscription and your TNT and your Discovery Plus and your Disney Plus and your Amazon Prime.
All of it.
Make sure you got it all. This is going to be unbelievable. And we're all sitting there going, but it's this team that everyone hates versus a team that have cheated.
Mm.
And like I said, in 3 months when they're sitting after a Sunday night football, and I say 3 months, it's 5 months from now. And, you know, they got them all sat in the punditry and they're like, yeah, so City did start with 60-point deduction. They were found guilty of cheating for 10 years.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be sitting there with their Sky package and having lost, I don't know, 400 quid in that 5 months on paying for all the different subscriptions and go, so wait a second, you made me buy, you were really raring us into this title race that we shouldn't have even been watching because that team shouldn't even be about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just feels mega, like, dishonest. And the worst case scenario for the Premier League, and this is what I don't get, is even if the fans want to muck about with the Arsenal thing, that's understandable. The pundits, Sky, they're all in on, let's love the City thing.
You notice the cameraman found that bottle guy very quickly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like, that narrative, it seems so odd because you're going to be the one that looks like you're stupid when they do get found.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't look good on the league. Like, not only does it, like, the reason why Bundesliga isn't considered one of the better leagues in the world is because one team wins all the time.
Yeah.
Guess what? Look 10 years ago.
Yeah.
One team wins this league.
Yeah.
Liverpool have won 2. Chelsea have won 1. Other than that, Pep Guardiola has won the league every year he's been in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slot, Klopp, Conte. They're the only managers that have stopped him from winning the league.
Yeah. And again, that's another thing.
And when you, by the way, if you add the 3 years that he did at Bayern Munich, he's won 10 out of 13 last leagues he's been in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're trying to win our first.
Yeah.
And that's what you're up against, you know. And it just seems it seems strange to me that we're sitting here watching a title race that just feels like it's going to be like the worst case scenario for them is City win it and then they get found guilty.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine that? The stories around the world.
Yeah.
The Premier League winners found guilty of cheating.
And the team that have dominated for years.
Yeah. Whereas if Arsenal win, at least you'd be like, Premier League football team, Man City, found to cheated. There was like 7 or 8 of them that shouldn't have happened. You know, for example, that's a lot easier to kind of push to one side and be like, yeah, they've been dropped to League One.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah.
It's really horrible for them because it's all going to come out this summer. There's no way we're not getting close to the court case is finished. It finished in October.
Okay.
We're just waiting for the judges to all be in the same room so they can give a verdict. And that verdict will have to be guilty or innocent. Then the FA will have to get involved and be like, what are we going to do as a punishment? They've proven so far that one charge means 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're looking at 115 charges,
you
know, we're looking at 350 points.
Yeah. That's a lot.
350 points right now, if you took away 350 points and you imagine the leagues were like that, that would get them into mid-table League 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
To explain that to fans in August, the fixtures are coming out. Who wants to see the fixtures? Yeah, we haven't done Cities, so everyone's got a question mark on their City game because that could be a different team.
Yeah.
Because it looks like, you know, the last 10 years we played for Sky and enjoyed all the football, it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
That's a really hard look. And that also makes you feel nervous that they're not going to find them guilty because they just don't want... Because there's a chance that forever, in 100 years, they'll go, yeah. That top division, that 15 years was null and void. It doesn't even matter who else won it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it was messed up because one team was actively cheating and weren't punished.
It's voided, yeah.
So it's a really scary moment they're in because, I can't see the verdict. And the verdict has to come before the fixtures because if they don't, then they're staying in the league bare minimum.
Yeah.
But if it's a 30-point deduction, it might be just a 30-point deduction.
Yeah.
And they go, all right, we'll start next year 30 points. They'll still get Europe.
Yeah, they will.
They'll end up hitting what they will be like at the end of the season. They'll be going, oh my God, if they didn't get that 30-point deduction, they would have hit 110 points. And instead, they're second with like 60.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, what is going on? Like, how have they done that? And everyone goes, yeah, that's how good they are. So, because they wouldn't have these players if they hadn't cheated.
No, everything they have now is based off of the groundworks they laid unfairly over the years.
Allegedly. And again, like I said, this podcast, we'll do a big old podcast when if they're proven innocent, there are absolutely no wrong foundings, it was poor from our behalf, I'll come in and say, no, they're just elite.
Yeah.
Are they still paying, is Haaland still making £1 million a week? Yeah.
Jesus.
He's being paid £1 million a week. Our top player is Saka. He just signed a 290 grand a week contract.
Yeah.
That's our top player.
Yeah.
And we're the teams that are challenging. Like, this is also, don't look any further than Liverpool. That's their highest paid.
Yeah.
Tottenham, that's what we're working with.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, to wrap up that point, it needs to be, we need this uncovered. And again, I know if you're listening to this, you've got this far already, you're probably thinking it's interesting that we're just whining about this because we're now in a mega tight title race. It's just, I don't mind being in a mega tight title race.
Yeah.
I expected nothing different against such a top team.
Yeah.
Like, you could never just walk it again. It's like Rocky's not going to beat Drago with, in the first round.
No, that'd be a terrible film.
Yeah, it's going to be tight into the end, and there's going to be dips where you think he's out and then he's in, and you know what I mean? If we are going to win it, it was always going to be this tough. It was, it was probably us just walking through the season assuming like, it'd be nice though if we were 15 points clear right now.
Yeah.
And all we had to do was win one more game and the season's won. But we'd still be all panicking because we'd go, all right, we need to, City have beaten us, cool. We're still 15 points clear. We just have to win one more out of 5. And then all of a sudden at the weekend, you lose to Newcastle at home. We also go into panic.
Yeah.
It was always going to happen.
Like, panic until the end, really.
Exactly. So it's just going to be very tight. And like I said, as Declan Rice said, it's not done yet.
No.
And it isn't. It is who can outscore the other.
Yeah.
And again, they've got Burnley away tonight. There's absolutely zero chance that that's anything but a win. But we've got to hope it's a maximum 2-0 win.
Or a draw.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. But like, I think at this point, it's just about who can outscore the other. And if it's 1-2-0,
yeah,
we're all close on points and everything. We'll be level on points, goal difference, games won.
Yeah.
Everything. And I think then you can go forward. And I think the season will be decided in Arsenal's next 2 fixtures.
Yeah.
Because if we go in and we draw and win, or we draw and draw, or we lose and win, or whatever it is, if it's not maximum points, it's done.
Yeah.
And it's not because they won't drop points. It's just,
you got to win out.
I think the only way is, I think we can afford 1 draw and 4 wins, and I think there's still a chance it'll come down to the last day. But I think 2 home games against the bottom half teams, we have to.
If you want to win the championship, you've got to get those done. I know we failed against Bournemouth, but these games, if we lose one of these, it's on us. Yeah. It's on us.
I think it's already on us as well. And it's now, it's almost like we've made a giant mistake, but it hasn't taken us out of the game.
Yeah.
So now it's on them to be like, that was our big mistake of the year. We're lucky enough that we put ourselves in a position where we could have made a mistake. We did. Yeah. Now we've got to, win out.
Yeah.
And probability tells me, like, when you look at how many losses we had all season, maybe we don't have any more losses in us in this year. Maybe we do win out. Maybe we do, draw at Atletico, win at home, and then go to the Champions League final. Maybe we win all 5 games. Maybe City do drop points at the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, this is why I think it's so crucial. Home to Newcastle, home to Fulham, and then 2 days later, their first game back in the Premier League on the Monday night is at Everton.
Okay.
That feels like there could be something.
Yeah.
If we do our end of the deal, we can sit there and watch that Hill Dickinson Stadium match and go, oh my God, they're getting frustrated. Everton are up. It's a Monday night under the lights.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like they draw that.
Yeah.
They're now 5 points behind us, game in hand. But we played before them again against West Ham. Let's see you win that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, it's slipping away from them. They got Brentford.
Yeah.
And they've got Bournemouth away then. And you think, oh my goodness, because Bournemouth away is going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Everton away is not going to be fun. Brentford at home.
Yeah.
With the long throw and the counter-attacks, they're an
easy.
awkward side. And not that any of our games aren't terrifying. But I just think this is and I feel like every week on the podcast I G up that this week is the turning point. I think we're so close to the end now. At some point it has to. And the only other way it won't is, let's say we do lose one and win one. And then they lose at the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, well, we're back to square one. We're back to level again. But there's now 3 games left or 2 games left.
Yeah.
So it might not mean anything. But I just feel like we have the opportunity with our home games. Unfortunately, that Atletico game's there. I wish the Atletico semi was like the week after.
Yeah.
Because at the minute, we're going to go Fulham. And then a few days later, we've got to be in Spain to have a massive result there we need.
Yeah.
Then we've got to come back and get up again for the Fulham at home.
Yeah.
And then 4 days later, we got the huge tifos up. Can we go to a Champions League final?
Yeah.
Energy.
Oh.
3 days after that, Joe, we're going against relegation fighting West Ham away from home.
Yeah.
You could be absolutely shattered going into that game. Look at City recently. They went there and they got 1-1.
Yeah.
You could get turned over by West Ham, but you could also be in the Champions League final and you're going, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
We could be out of the Champions League and then lose to West Ham. It's such a... I think the next 2 episodes of Gunners R Us are 2 of the biggest episodes, including this one. Unfortunately, we spent 20 minutes whining about the 115 charges. But it's,
that's 'cause
it's a part of the story.
Yeah, because you asked about how.
Yeah, I asked you something and then I just spoke for 20 minutes.
Well,
and I
no, because I don't like talking about the Chargers too much because you feel icky.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you asked what we were feeling.
Yeah.
And that was my feeling. My feeling was anger. It was anger that we tried so hard.
Yeah.
Like we have all season. We tried so hard, but we keep getting undone by this evil empire with all these charges hanging over their heads. And the whole world thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's where the anger came from. And numbness was the feeling. It wasn't even like sadness. It was just like, oh, what we got to do? What can we do? But again, we pick ourselves up. We keep moving. Like Rice said, we're going again. And I think these games are crucial now. The pressure's off. I feel like that pressure that we felt leading into that City game has eased now. Because the pressure's on City now. Like, I know we're not going to see the same sort of pressure that they were giving us to City. It doesn't happen. But the pressure's on them. They're the ones that caught up. They're the ones that are in the driving seat now. Hopefully, we can take that and just play without the pressure.
Yeah.
That's what I want now. I want us to see the season out without the pressure. Because we can't bottle it now, because they've already said we bottled it. So, from now on in, we're now chasing.
Yeah, and I think it's like perspective, isn't it? How we look at it is really interesting. And I think I saw a stat the other day was, if the top two played in the last 10 games, the team that were chasing have won 7 out of the 10.
Yeah.
So it shows you, like, it just happens a lot. Chasing tends to be
It's nice.
the moment, yeah. The thing is, when we were chasing, I hated it more because it felt like you were chasing a thing that wasn't really real.
It keep getting away from
and you never catch up. Whereas with us, like, it was very real 2 weeks ago. It was still real a week ago. Now it feels like I'm 50-50 who wins the league now.
Yeah.
When you look at it statistically and you look at the way we've played all season, take away the current form, we're playing teams only in the bottom half now.
Yeah.
They're playing Bournemouth, Brentford, Everton, all chasing Europe.
Yeah.
2 of them away from home.
Yeah.
Realistically, you'd look at that, and if you looked at it neutrally, and that was Liverpool versus City, I'd look at Liverpool's results, their season, and I'd look at their fixtures, and I'd look at City's, and I'd say Liverpool are going to win that league.
Yeah.
They're going to pip that.
Yeah.
They got more going for them with the fixtures. But because it's us, we're going no. And also, they've given us reason to feel that way with the Bournemouth result.
It made us nervous.
So it's one of them. I think we, unfortunately, but also fortunately, we've got a massively good title race going on. We've got a very good fight for Champions League going on, and we've got a very good relegation battle going in the Premier League. So Sky TV is sitting there licking their chops.
They've got loads.
Like I said earlier, there's a little bit of an asterisk there where you're thinking, it could look really bad in 4 months when we look back at the fact that they're promoting this so heavily.
Yeah.
Or it won't. And we'll have to get over that. But the thing that we got to do is change our perspective of it's not ours to lose. Like, it's not ours to lose. It's not ours to gain. It's still in our hands, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is I feel like we all feel like we've lost and we're out.
Yeah.
And like Rice said, we keep going back to it, but like, it is not done yet. Like, it is completely in our own hands that it could come down to the last day. We might both all win out.
Yeah.
We go to Palace, they go to Villa. Might be level on everything. And it's who outscores the other.
Yeah.
It could literally be that.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there going, all right, well, we go 1 up early at Palace. Villa score 1. You're thinking, oh, my God. And then they score 2. They're 2-1 up. We go 1-1. You're thinking we need 2 because they got the head-to-head on us.
Yeah.
It could be so much happening. And that's all ahead of us. We've talked about it before. And when you look at our title races, the first year we slipped away. We just weren't good enough. Not enough depth. We weren't expected to be there.
Yeah.
Second year we were very good, but we were always chasing a team that just seemed to never lose.
Yeah.
Last year we were never truly in a title race. It never felt like we were once in one.
No.
We just happened to come second. And I think that's also what's fueling the fires of this bottling is it's the 4th year we're going to come second, potentially. Yeah. Last year, almost there's a part of me that almost wishes we came 3rd or 4th.
Yeah.
Because there's no real benefit to coming 2nd or 4th now.
No.
But at least whoever came second, unless it was Liverpool, they'd won the league. So if it was City or if it was Chelsea or whatever, Man United, at least we could be. They would be the ones getting stick now. You came second last year. That's what everyone keeps saying to me was, you're acting like you shouldn't be winning the league. You came second last year. It's like, but that was more. Is like we came second the year Leicester won the league.
Yeah.
We weren't ever in a title race.
No.
So I almost wished that we hadn't come second, just so people would be doing that to someone else, and we can just kind of concentrate.
Yeah.
But this is this is kind of, if at the start of the season they said you'll be in a semi with Atletico in the Champions League, and you'll be 5 games out, you and City will be dead level.
Yeah.
I'd be going, so we're legit. It's in our hands to win the league. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be going, what?
Yeah.
I didn't, like I said, people don't like this, but I didn't expect to be in a title race this year.
No.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I said on here, annoyingly, for the first time in 3 years, I actually imagined us winning the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is going to hurt more.
Yeah.
Because I did imagine it and think, oh my God, this is going to be so good if we do.
But yeah, if you like you said, if you zoom out, like we always talk about on here, and you said that at the start of the season, you take it, regardless of what's happened.
And I think that's what we have to remind ourselves. We take it now.
Yeah.
Because, 2 weeks ago we were 6 points clear. Yeah, we should have won at Wolves. But they probably should have won at West Ham. They probably should have won at home against Forest.
Do you know how much of a privilege it is as a fan to have a team that's in this position so many times now?
Yeah.
Even if you don't win it, we're in the moment right now that everyone wishes to be in. Every other team would love to be in this position.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. It's a privilege to be where we are.
That stat that came out this week was there's 92 teams in the Football League.
Yeah.
And there's only one team that haven't experienced, I think it was promotion, a trophy win, or a relegation, or anything.
Yeah.
Literally experienced not one massive moment. It's Everton.
Wow.
So that means there's people that have gone through their entire lives supporting a fan base. They've never really celebrated anything of note.
Or even been in a moment to have this feeling that we got now.
Yeah, they've never been in a chase. They have, but they haven't. But with that comes also, we're in the Champions League semi-final.
Yeah.
It's such a ridiculous concept that we could feel anything other than excitement. And I think nowadays, maybe with social media and stuff, there's this belief that almost like if you don't win any of it, it was for nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, because we still got to experience the semi-final. Like I remember 4 or 5 years ago, before we started the podcast, I remember us having the conversations that's what started the podcast, because we just talked for hours after a game. And I said, I just want to hear the Champions League music.
Yeah.
I just want to hear the Champions League music again. And when we first got back, I sat there, watched them walk out, and when that music hit, I was like, I can't believe we're back in it.
I still do that. Every time I watch Champions League game, I have to watch the
Yeah.
music part play out and the camera pan along.
We were 2 goals off of going to the final last year.
Yeah.
The year before, we went out the quarters.
Yeah.
We're not just back. Like, even under Wenger, we went to that one final. We're never truly in the top 3 favourites.
No, never.
The last 3 years, we've been in the top 3 favourites.
Yeah.
Whether we've made it or not is irrelevant. It's just the fact that, for example, if this season ends and let's say we do get to the final, we'll lose and we do come second, whatever, and we keep our tail, let's say, and we'll talk about that now. Next year, we can go into that summer watching the World Cup thinking, well, we're probably going to buy a couple of cool players.
Yeah.
Probably going to sell some deadwood, maybe. And we could win the league next year. We could win the Champions League. We win the FA Cup. We win the Carabao Cup. We could easily win any of them.
Yeah.
Not easily, but we're 100% in the top 3 to win all of them.
Yeah.
That's so fun as a fan because we're in a moment now where in 2 years' time, guess what? We might not. We might turn up every season thinking, I just want to be in the Champions League again. Because football's ever moving, Look at Chelsea. This is a team that won the Champions League in the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
They might come bottom half this year.
Mm-hmm.
Then next year, they might win the league.
Yeah.
They don't know what's coming. But when you are in this moment where it's we're clearly good.
Consistent.
Yeah, it's you can look forward to that season and not be dreading it. I remember talking to Man United fans the last couple of years before this year, and they almost dreaded the season starting, just because it's all going to start again and can't get away from it. And they're enjoying this season, obviously, because they're doing better than they expected. Or maybe as they're doing what they always expected they should.
Yeah.
But it's just this idea that we're going to go in thinking we're the favourites for it. We're one of the favourites for the Champions League. So we're not sitting there just to compete. We're there to try and win.
Yeah.
I've not experienced that in my life until now.
No.
I know the unbeaten season, all that. But even then, it seemed like the year we went to the Champions League final, we had who played fullback the entire way? Was it? I want to say Kleb. It wasn't Kleb. Was it Flamini?
Yeah, I think it was.
Flamini was a fullback.
Yeah.
And we just happened to get there. And again, that was a really good Arsenal team that won nothing. But we didn't expect to make it a Champions League final that year, and we've never done it since. And nor have we ever really got anywhere of note. In our lifetime, not our lifetime, in our parents' lifetime, our granddad's lifetime, do you know how many times we've made a semi-final in the European Cup?
Oh, it's not many.
3 times.
Jesus.
One was the year we went to the final in 2006.
Yeah.
The other was last year.
Yeah.
The other's coming up next week.
Yeah.
That's how little we've done that. So we got to take pride in. Yeah, we want to win it, and if someone said right now you're going to be second and you can lose a final or lose a semi, it would be devastating. I really want to win something. I really want that team to know they can win.
They deserve something.
They do, but Also, it's ridiculous that that's our worry, because look over at the other side of North London.
Yeah.
Look what their worry is.
Yeah.
They won a European trophy last year.
Yeah.
Not a good one,
Yeah.
but they won one.
Mm.
They might go to Championship.
Yeah.
And there's no, like, when we remember Newcastle going down, when we remember Leicester going down, West Ham,
Yeah.
there's no guarantees you're coming back.
No.
And if it does, it can take time
It's a
sometimes.
slippery slope.
And also, once you do get back, you also kind of got to start from scratch, because the type of players you attract are different, because they're scared to come there and get relegated again.
Yeah.
You got to ease your way back. That's if they go down, Tottenham, that could be a 3-year period before they're ever, it might be a 5-year period before they're back to where they are right this second, where
Yeah.
it's like, we like the players, they're decent, they're a good squad, that could win a European trophy. That could be 5 years away. And they got to settle into that and be like, all right,
Yeah.
slow build. Whereas we're sitting here worried about, like, we better win the Champions League final.
It's almost like you're sitting on top of the mountain with all the money in the world,
Yeah.
and you're worried that you're not making more money.
Yeah, whereas there's a guy who just wants any money.
Scraping by.
Yeah, and there's loads of fans everywhere. And I think we get, not you and I, but I think you and I, but also the world of Arsenal, like the fandom. We get our heads turned by the meme culture,
Yeah.
the nonsense. And what's your boy Loki said? That's a guy who's clearly not online.
Yeah.
He just watches football. He loves
thoroughly
Arsenal.
enjoyed that.
And he really enjoys, like, the process. And he's not sitting there reading, like, Arteta made a silly change because he didn't invert the fullback or something. He's not listening to it.
No.
He's turning up and going, they've put in effort. They're doing very well. I can't believe I'm going to get to go to a Champions League semi-final next week. And he's going, wow.
Pressure is a privilege.
It's a privilege. And it is true. Whereas we get caught up online, and you get caught up in meme culture and, like, people's opinions. And like what Ezra said, he's like, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't bother me.
No.
Like, and that's the thing we got to remember, is it is bothering them if they lose.
Yeah.
But it's not bothering them that people are talking about balls.
No.
They couldn't care less.
No.
They don't even know about half of it.
No.
Rice does.
Yeah, Rice does.
But yeah, there's a lot going on in the league, and tonight we got Burnley, Man City. Like I said, if you're an Arsenal fan out there, and we know what's going on at the minute in our heads and anxiety and pressures and all that kind of stuff, I recommend you not watch it.
I'm gonna hate watch it.
Yeah, if Joe's going to do that. I probably will end up doing it. But my recommendation to everyone out there is do not watch it. I made this mistake / not mistake with the West Ham game that they played, where I think we just won a game. I can't remember who it was against. Maybe. Oh, it felt like a good result. It might have been the Everton one.
I think it was
the Dalman Everton moment. We win that game, and then it came on at 8, and I thought, I'm not going to watch it because I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm just going to accept it's like one of these things,
Yeah.
And by 30 minutes, I checked the score as 0-0. I said, go on, I'll throw it on.
Yeah.
And then they scored, and I went, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Then West Ham scored, and I thought, here we are. And then I stayed with it. I've done that far too many times where it ends in City winning, and you go, I feel worse having watched it.
Yeah.
Because I feel better if I look at my fantasy football app at 10 o'clock.
And you're surprised.
And it goes 0-0.
Yeah.
I'll freak out.
Yeah.
I did it a couple of years ago when we needed them to lose, and they lost to Forest, or drew to Forest 0-0 at Forest. I went on a dog walk for an hour and a half, and I just didn't look at the 3 o'clockers, and I came back and I checked my phone. Oh my god, it didn't help in the end, but it was just.
It always feels like that's more likely to happen if you don't pay attention.
Well, because if I watch it, I'll be as nervous as I am for an Arsenal game.
Yeah.
But they haven't got the talent of Arsenal.
No.
And I'm willing them to do something that we couldn't do literally this week. And it just feels a bit like...
Different game, though.
It is a different game, and maybe their energy and emotions were high for Arsenal.
Turf Moor's a hard place.
I don't know if it is, but we won 3-0 there this year. But it's... I recommend not watching it just for your own benefit. And don't be alarmed, because we might be second in the league in 9 hours from the posting of this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed when you see it. We are playing 2 games before they play again.
Yeah.
Even if we get 1 point, we'll go back above them.
Yeah.
We'll be back on top.
Yeah.
Unless we lose the next 2, and then we didn't deserve to win the league anyway. That's the other part.
I tell you what's awesome, though, is when Burnley win.
Do you know what's crazy is it's so tight now that of course that would be gigantic in the title race. But every part of me goes, you know what we'd do though? We'd go and lose to Newcastle, and then they'd win their next game, and then you'd be like, we're back exactly where we were. We didn't capitalise. So there's almost a part of me is like, maybe it's a benefit if they do win. Maybe the pressure helps them.
Keep the pressure off us.
Yeah, maybe them winning makes us play better. Maybe them losing makes us go, oh god, we could win the league.
Yeah.
And they start panicking. So I don't know. I think that's genuinely why we've seen such different performances in the Champions League.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's a pressure off of people aren't talking about our Champions League. Our Champions League campaign is a thing to behold to the English media. They're going, well done.
Well, I think I said that to someone at work earlier about it. I feel like the Champions League is more in our hands than the Premier League. I feel like only because the Premier League is so... It's like a chess game. It's so... You have to be so perfect in the Premier League.
For so long.
Across the field. Every position has to be perfect to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also super awkward because everyone in the Premier League is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But not just... They don't have to be really good in the sense of like Burnley aren't Man City, but... Really good in the sense that if Burnley wanted to make it really awkward for Man City, they probably could.
Yeah.
Whereas the Champions League is basketball. It no one knows. You know who the good teams are in that. Yeah, they're all good. If you're at this point in the Champions League, you're good.
Yeah.
But it's basketball. It's a free hit. You can literally just keep attacking each other for the whole game if you wanted to, which is what a lot of Champions League teams do, and it's why a lot of people prefer that to the Premier League now. But also, you take our level of structure to the Champions League, and also how random it is. You're not playing against an awkward Brentford team doing a low block. You're playing against another team that is just going to... It's balls to the wall.
Yeah, hell for leather.
Like, everyone's just going crazy. And if you add our level of structure to the craziness, but we also compete with the craziness a little bit, I think that's a recipe for success.
I agree. And I think so. And like, again, it's also a cup competition, so anything can happen. You could go to Atleti and go 10 men down like Barcelona did and fighting against a tie, lose 2-0 and then... Because that's what this is the thing. What I just explained there almost like alerted me to something. Is I feel like even though we've done very well the last 3 years and we've been in quarterfinals and semi-finals and Premier League title races, I feel like we've always got a mountain to climb to win it. We've never been looking at it going this level.
No.
Like last year we had to go to Paris and overturn a defeat.
Yeah.
And we couldn't. We had to, chase City down and we couldn't. It wasn't in our hands.
Yeah.
And again, it feels like if we're going to go to the Champions League final, there's no way it's going to be a 1-0 win to us at Atletico.
No.
Or 0-0.
No.
You know it's going to be 2-0 Atletico. Not just 1-0. It's going to be 2-0 and it's going to be at the Emirates going, all right, and we get all excited. We get the tifos up and we have to score 2 to get the extra time. We have a early flurry, they score.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, all right, we need 4 to now. And it gets to 70 minutes and it's just 1-1 or something. You're going, we need 3 more goals in 20 minutes. And then slowly you come to that realization of, we've messed this one up.
Yeah.
And that's the feeling, I think, as a fan base that we feel. And that's the reason why it's the reason why at work we have a Man City fan and we have Arsenal fans. Some of the Arsenal fans were like, we're going to win the quadruple. And then I would always say, I don't think we'll probably win any of them. And they were like, yeah, because you're realistic. And I was like, yeah. And I've said it on the podcast, I hope we win 1.
Yeah.
Do I think we will? I don't know.
Yeah.
I never felt confident on any of them until I started thinking about winning the Premier League. And it wasn't a confidence thing. It was just an excitement thing. And that's even hurting.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a defense mechanism. But you kind of go, that's what we keep ending up in. We keep ending up in a situation where, and it's kind of getting there now where we're neck and neck with City. The most Arsenal thing of the last 5 years would be that we draw to Newcastle and they win.
Yeah.
And now we got to rely on them to drop points somewhere. We can't just outbeat them.
That's the position we were always in.
Yeah, and same with the City, like the Atletico game. Is like I really would love us to get a result or 0-0 or something at Atletico. When you come to the Emirates, it's not like, they got a mountain to climb, but could they make history? I don't want to keep hearing they got a mountain to climb, but could they?
Yeah.
It's like we're always getting to like the top of Everest, but there's like a diversion.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you can get there now. It's like, have a go. It's never just we can see it and it's like, just run for it now and you'll get it.
Yeah.
We're in the Premier League. We're in that.
Yeah.
All we got to do is run for it.
Yeah.
We've got to outscore them.
Yeah. You've done the hard work. The hard work's done.
I feel like we've always got a mountain to climb and we create those mountains ourselves some of the time.
Yeah.
And that is frustration. But also tonight we've got, I think it's Bournemouth versus Leeds. If anyone's keeping track of the Tottenham relegation battle, you'd want Leeds to win that. I don't think they will. I think Bournemouth are in some of the wildest form of any team
they got
in
good
recent memory. And we need their form to continue to that City game in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But as friends of a West Ham fan, Leeds dropping points could be good.
Yeah.
And I think they're out of the relegation battle. They're on, I think, 39 points. they're not quite there. I think they're like 7 points clear of Tottenham or something like that. So they're a bit out, whereas Forest are only 3 points clear. West Ham are 2 points clear.
Yeah.
You kind of need West Ham to win a couple
Yeah.
to kind of really solidify Tottenham, because Tottenham, I think, go to Wolves at the weekend.
Yeah.
You think that would be a win? Could they get their first win of 2026?
That's terrifying.
That's what I mean. So all to play for, but we'll be playing 5:30 against Newcastle. I will be doing a preview pod for that at the end of the week. But what's your feeling on that? Is there any kind of? Do you feel like we're gonna turn up? It's we got a rest here.
I think with the rest, and I think with the pressure being off a little bit, I'd like to say, based off of the Man City performance, that they kind of have figured out how to get it done again. I know they didn't get it done against City, but they nearly did. And if they can nearly get it done against City, Newcastle's hard. Like, I'm going to be honest, Newcastle is not a fun game, regardless of where they are in the league. I don't like playing Newcastle.
No, they're kind of, it's like they're in disguise a little bit down where they are.
Yeah, they do have a tendency to bully us a little bit.
Yeah, I really don't think they're going to bully us this time.
I feel like their confidence is very low.
Yeah, their confidence is mega low. It's someone said the scriptwriters have got one in for us here, because it's like we've got the medicine. Get a win at the Emirates. But the thing is, I think other than a win, I think they would still feel disappointed in Newcastle. Even a draw, even though that's a good result for them.
Yeah.
I think they'd feel like they're still in that moment of losing.
And I think they always have the feeling they could beat us. I feel like Newcastle, no matter what they're doing in the league, I think when they play Arsenal, they feel like they can beat Arsenal. Yeah. There's like a weird rivalry going on with us and Newcastle. I don't know what it is.
It was really interesting as well, because a Bournemouth player did an interview this week. For whatever reason, it's Tyler Adams, I believe. And he said that when they played at the Emirates, we could sense the nervousness in the players and the crowd.
Yeah.
And we all kind of looked at each other early in that first half and went, we've got them here.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah.
And that's a worry, because if the players are actively feeling it and going, we can win it.
Yeah.
What you need right now, the guarantee and this is something we've been saying 4 or 5 weeks ago, a lot of our fixtures are at home. We don't leave London.
Yeah.
We kept saying stuff like that. But the home thing has become not a fortress as much as more. Like, all of a sudden, Bournemouth can walk in there and go, nah, they're nervous. We got them. We can't allow that. Like, the bare minimum is we should win our home games.
Yeah. It's all well and good sitting in your castle that's, like, protected, but if your soldiers are walking around with their, like, chests deflated and, like, slumped shoulders, the castle is only going to hold so much.
Yeah, it's only as good as, the security to it. And, like, it's not a fortress if teams can actually feel that they can win.
What I don't get, though, because they're top athletes. Like, top athletes. Almost as top as it gets in football. And Arteta is a man manager. He's someone that... We've seen it from the Prime doc and everything we've heard since. He's someone that likes to... Like, when you sit at home and you watch these, like, motivational reels on Instagram or something... And it's a coach, like, geeing up his players. Arteta's very much into that world. Rice is very much a player that loves that stuff. A few of them are, I think, in there. This is the time. Like, I don't want Bournemouth coming to our ground like they did. And they already can sense our players are nervous. They can
smell it, yeah.
Our players shouldn't be nervous. This shouldn't be nerve-wracking.
This is what they've prepared for.
The only people that should be nervous are Tottenham players at this point.
Yeah, they should
be nervous.
Yeah.
Like, they have to be nervous.
I think if you're on the verge of history, I think you could get nervous.
But that's what you play football for.
Yeah, I don't think you should turn up nervous.
That's like us wrestling our whole lives, and then we've got WrestleMania. I understand nerves is a natural human feeling.
But it should be prepared.
Once you get to that point, you've done all the work to get there.
Yeah.
You're now on the brink of your destiny, basically. The thing you've worked towards your whole life. Yeah, you're nervous because that's natural human stuff, but that shouldn't be showing.
No.
Like, if you're walking around backstage at WrestleMania, let's say, and you're surrounded by, like, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, all these guys, you're not going to be walking around going, oh my god, I'm so scared.
I think Jacob Fatu was this week, apparently.
But you shouldn't be, because you should be walking around with your chest out, shoulders back.
Nervous.
I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm about to go do WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think you should be prepared, because you've prepared for this exact moment.
That's what you want towards.
So, yeah, you can be nervous, you can be anxious. But until there's a reason to be nervous, like you should, like that analogy, you walk around with your chest out going, I'm nervous, but I mean, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I've prepared for this, I'm good.
Yeah.
If you get out there and all of a sudden the top rope breaks and the other guy gets hurt, maybe then the nerves start kicking in going, what do I do? I'm panicking now. In the biggest moment, I'm panicking.
Yeah.
Arsenal are turning up to the match in the first couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then Raya slips or something. And the whole team go, yep, We were right to be nervous. And the other team go, yeah, we got nothing to play for, so we'll just relax into this. But they are petrified.
But
There shouldn't be. They should. If you concede a goal in 1 minute, yeah, maybe the nerves start to show then. But until that goal goes in, there shouldn't be active nerves in the team because they should feel prepared.
Yeah.
And they should feel good enough to win any game because that's why they're in a title race.
Yeah, but I'm also saying, like, nerves are natural.
Yeah.
Humans are going to feel nerves in moments. That happens to everyone. If you don't, you're probably a sociopath.
Yeah, yeah.
But the one thing you can't do is show that you're nervous. Because the minute you give off a body language of, I'm nervous, or if you say you're nervous, you've already lost half the battle.
Yeah.
Even if you're nervous in the most nerve-wracking moment of your life, you tell yourself, I'm not nervous.
And that's what the players are doing for the other team because within 3 minutes, you see David Reyes slip over.
Yeah.
Then you see Zubimendi misplace 4 passes that are just 5-yard passes.
Yeah.
And the other team go, oh, they are nervous because they've shown us.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to get out of. They need to, like, for example, they go against Newcastle. They should not turn up going, oh, we can't afford another loss. That shouldn't be shouldn't be the thought.
Never.
Their first thought was, how many can we win by?
Yeah.
Because it's important now.
Yeah. That's the minute...
And until they go 1-0 down, then you can get nervous because you go, shoot.
Yeah.
All right, it's about the win now. We need to get the win back. Forget about the goals, just the win.
Yeah.
But they should be starting the matches, every match from now on out. It's against bottom half of the table.
Yeah.
How many goals can we score today?
Yeah. Yeah, because mentality is half the battle. If they turn up with the body language, the mindset, it's all there. Whether they're nervous or not, everyone's nervous every day of something.
Yeah.
But you turn up with the right body language and mindset, you're already halfway there.
Yeah.
Like, half the job's done.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it doesn't work in the end, you did the bit that you can control.
Yeah.
You can control that. Everyone can.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I just hope they can turn up with that mentality. And again, only time will tell, and we'll find out on Saturday at 5:30 against Newcastle. And Monday's episode will be very interesting on Spotify and iTunes. When we digest what happened with the Newcastle game. City won't have played there in the semi-finals of the Champions FA Cup with Southampton. But if you want to hear about what I thought about the Burnley game and the upcoming Newcastle game, that'll be on the Patreon at the end of this week. So the link is below this video. Click on that link. It's about £6 a month. And you get constant extra videos, audio. I've said the opposite of what I wanted to say about 3 times in this read. But yeah, just click that and you'll get more of that. Until then, I'll be back on Monday for free on iTunes and Spotify, and Joe will be back next Wednesday, where we'll be getting ready to play Atletico, I believe. Is that the Tuesday or the Wednesday? Do we know? Let's have a look. As we end the episode, we have got... it's Tuesday. Ooh. So before Joe's back on, we would have played the Atletico game. So before we go, because I'll be previewing that on the Patreon and on that Monday episode, I'll be talking about the Atletico game as well. Quick fire Newcastle result. What is it?
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Atletico away from home on the Tuesday.
0-0.
Okay, and then Joe will be back next Wednesday, where we'll be talking about the upcoming Fulham at home game. Oh. So we'll be back then. Loads of episodes to come. So hopefully, if this is helping you steady the nerves or us whine about 115 charges, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. But give us a 5-star review, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.